Mile High. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Denver Broncos. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. And off we go here from Mile High. This one's taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
26-yard line.
It's our last chance.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. Off balance throw, it's complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 3 from the 33. A run with the Central Florida product, R.J. Harvey. And he'll get the first down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
A first down throw for Nix. Now they'll set up the screen for Harvey. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A run with Harvey. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down.
Just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd down and 3. They'll throw. It's Nix. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down. A pickup of 8.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. Down the right sideline. Trying to get to that pylon. Not there, but very close. They'll mark him out at the 1. A big-time play for the Broncos. 41 yards. This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? And he will drive his way into the end zone. Bottom Broncos. His second rushing touchdown of the year.
And when things haven't been going your way, like they haven't around here recently, Mike, this is exactly what you need. You're looking for a spark. So to take the opening possession of the game, march it down there, and come away with the score, all of a sudden the sideline's a lot more positive. There's a lot more good energy amongst your teammates. Is that the spark they needed to turn this thing around?
Makes the score Broncos 7, Browns
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. First throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Surtain. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown.
That's about as bad as it can possibly get. Mike, we're only one play into the drive. You're trying to establish a little early rhythm, get something going, and now you're jogging off the field watching your opponent celebrate in the end zone. So they're going to have to come back out here on offense pretty quickly, regroup, take a deep breath, and try to bounce back.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown. Right back to the air following that pick six. That's caught. It's Dylan Sampson. And will be forced out of bounds. A very short game. So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. That'll be taken in by Sampson. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, you know, the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
Let's go now.
Receiver in motion, headed left. Now they'll set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Cleveland.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the 4th quarter.
And he's very close to a first down. He's out after a pickup of 9.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
High-headed defender draped all over him, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down. Hill looks to throw. That's caught. Inside. It's complete. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
First down, Cleveland.
They'll look to throw again. He'll let this go. Towards the end zone. That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. Isaac to Slaw. Touchdown, Cleveland. That touchdown, #1 for him on the year. Greg, we better tie those shoelaces tight. We could be in for a track meet. Great start on offense in this one.
Yeah, it certainly has, Mike. And I think the biggest thing for this offense is how they've bounced back to some early adversity. They found themselves trailing here in the first quarter, and they cut into that lead. I'm kind of feeling this thing's going to come back and forth, and we're going to have some fireworks ahead of us.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. On the bootleg, it's Nick. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun. It's Nix. To the right side here. Passes come. They get 15 on that game. 1st down, Broncos.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Play action now. It's Nix. And he'll be marked down to the 45-yard line.
That's another Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So after one, 14-7 is our score. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. The Broncos in possession of the football to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. Here's Harvey. Not much happening there. Just a short game.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 8. A run once more, that's Harvey. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Denver 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. They'll look to set up the screen here. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. That's a dozen for number 12, and he's got a 1st down as well. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His 1st NFL touchdown.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And An unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing them 6 points.
The extra point is good. Broncos will take a 21-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. They send a receiver in motion left. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he tried to fit it back in the middle of the field. Can't do that. It's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Notre Dame.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first. By the time he gets to the third or fourth read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jumped that route, challenged the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
Big snap on 1st and 10. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Browns have it. For a defensive touchdown. Extra point try for touchdown. It's up and good. And the Browns draw closer here. It's 21-14. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35. Yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Hold on a sec. Ready. My name is...
We'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
At the 34-yard line.
Work in the middle, that's Harvey. Lots of space, past the 45. And he's going to be taken down on the other side, the 50-yard line. A pickup there of 25 yards. First down, Broncos.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
1st and 10. Again, it's Harvey. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Quick throw, taken in, and they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Hey, Sean, let's go!
Straight ahead goes Harvey. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. That's Carlton Davis bringing it into that one.
Carlton Davis. 4 yards on the pickup.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. Greg and I return to Denver after this. Here's a 2nd and 6. On the give, it's Harvey. He'll get this inside the 20, a nice run there in the red zone. It's 1st down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
Hey, Sean, let's go! Olay, olay, olay! Olay, olay, olay! Motion, motion, I got one! Shin it!
On 1st down, he'll stick with Harvey. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year.
Look, Mike, I don't want to imply that they drew this play up specifically because this is when the league is celebrating National Tight Ends Day. But you got to admit, it's kind of fun seeing him score on this day in particular and join his fellow tight ends who've also scored throughout the league.
The extra point try forthcoming. His kick is good, and the Broncos have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
Got it. Ready?
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Moving to his right. And this one is caught, but the momentum that'll take him out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Could not get himself turned upfield. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. He'll drop to throw. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
Contrary to what all of the fans at home think, I don't have rooting interest in any of these games. But as you know, when it comes to tight ends, there's no bigger fan than this guy right here. I want to see them be able to connect, especially on those big plays downfield.
3rd and long.
Here we go. Start.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. He's got a man. It's Fanning. And he's going to have a Browns 1st down. They wind up getting 13 yards on that 4th down conversion.
And it's his first catch of the game, and it ends up being a good one. All week long, we talked about how this dominant secondary wanted to take away their best targets, and he continues to make plays like that. Their top 10 ranking could take a hit by the end of this one.
To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Jones. And the Broncos are going to get the football, and they'll have it just past the 20-yard line. Incomplete. Well, the receiver really didn't have much time to get himself open. So the incompletion brings up 2nd down. Not wanting to take a chance this time. We'll keep this one on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. On the ground, here's Sampson. He's inside the 30. And he will go all the way. Dylan Sampson. Touchdown, Browns. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. A return now from the floor. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Bootleg, he'll look to throw here, and that ball incomplete over the middle. He was looking for Marvin Mims there, and it'll bring up 2nd down. That is caught out wide on the RPO. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. That one good for 29. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The RPO, that one is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. That's another 1st down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18. ground. This is Harvey. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. And the Broncos are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
First down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Throwing is Nix. Now they'll set up the screen for Harvey. And this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
Handoff now for Harvey. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
And now with that stop on second and goal, the defense really flips the advantage to their own favor. Third and goal from this length. I think now they can play a lot more pass-heavy defense and not be so concerned with the run game.
Nix from the gun on third down. To the goal line and in. R.J. Harvey. Touchdown, Denver. Point after, coming up here. The kick is good. Broncos will extend this third quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback. On the ground, it's Sampson to start this drive. Inside the 30. The defense saves the touchdown, but a terrific run. It'll be first and goal inside the 10. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. That goes for 58. So after the big play to start, now we have first and goal. They'll run with Sampson. This time the sliding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll look to throw. Forced out wide. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive, because they've still got some work to do.
This returnable from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. Ooh, well, now you see it, now you don't. Good juke move there, and a gain of 6.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now is one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Second down, Harvey. And he's followed up after a gain of a yard.
He's taken down at the
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
To throw is Nix. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. This one caught at the 4. And he's in. Touchdown, Broncos. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. Well, the play fake gets its job done, and so too does the tight end. Always a great target down there, as you know, Greg, near the end zone.
And this is where, Mike, so many tight ends do their damage. Down here in the goal line where the threat of run gets so much attention. And oftentimes it just takes the slightest hesitation by a defender. You see a tight end pop wide open, and in this case, results in the touchdown.
The extra point is good. And the Broncos are able to extend the lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Okay, break.
They'll start on the ground with Sampson. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. Once again, it's Sampson. Up the sideline, past midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. 14 on the pickup. It's a Browns first down.
Ready?
At the 48-yard line.
On first down, right back to Sampson. And this time, they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down.
Set, let's go! Check the Eagles! Quicker, 19!
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. The throw here is complete. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play.
Ready.
Here's a third down and 4. On play action, he'll set him to throw, and that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. Escaping the pressure right. That is hard. He gets the hook up with Bryce. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
Ready up! Here we go, set!
They'll send a man in motion left. They'll look to throw again. On the run to the right. That's to the end zone, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete.
You know, once he broke the pocket, Mike, I actually thought he was just going to call his own number and become a runner. I thought he had some green grass out in front of him to take it in, but he decides to put it in the air instead and falls incomplete.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
Now, faking the give, exiting the pocket right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. 2 plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and goal. Out to his right. This one is pulled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes. Touchdown, Browns. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting? So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Drive starts on the ground, and this is Harvard. He'll work his way ahead. For a gain of about 4.
Max Crosby on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun. It's Nix. Oh! The turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Carson Schlesinger.
Just a brutal mistake there, Mike. I mean, they have a chance to put a late scoring drive together and increase their lead. But now with that interception, all the momentum shifts to their opponents, and now they got to rely on their defense to hopefully get a stop and get them the ball back.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll get that out wide to Sampson, and he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
a 6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now they'll set up to throw. That'll be taken in by Sampson. And he is out of bounds at the 4-yard line. That's a gain of 16 yards, and it sets up 1st and goal. So they're down 8 here in the final quarter. A touchdown, a must. They come out for 1st and goal. Flush to his right, and he will wisely just get rid of this one and set up 2nd and goal.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
That's in the end zone and intercepted. So they're going to take over at their own 8-yard line.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
Ready? My name is...
A run with Harvey. He's got some space past the 20. He is out of bounds. Going to mark him at the 24-yard line. 16 yards on the game and a quick 1st down.
Hold on a second.
They stop him for no gain.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
2nd and 10. Back to throw is Nix. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And his guys are going to be set up with a short field as they look to draw closer and perhaps drop even in this one.
After playing pretty well the first 3 quarters, found themselves nursing a lead. It's a bad time to get the turnover bug here, Mike. I mean, that's twice now in the 4th quarter. They've turned the ball over, and instead of being in right position to close this game out, they're fighting for their lives.
And he is out of bounds at the 4-yard line. They've got it. It'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 21.
Ready.
Sampson is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Greg, how often do we say it's a 1-possession game, but that's a 2-part story? Part 1 taken care of right there with the touchdown.
All right, Mike, so they go down and they get the all-important touchdown. But only half the time is this truly a 1-score game. They need this 2-point.
And he will get into the end zone for 2, and this game is tied.
You just have to find a way defensively to step up there and get a stop.
Wow.
It's one thing to give up 6. You allow a touchdown. But now dig deep, man. Get a stop. Looked like there was some confusion, and offense is going to come away with 8.
This taken at the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. On the give, this is Harvey. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
A run once more, that's Harvey. And I don't think he got that wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at 3rd down.
Great job here defensively, Mike. Make them snap the ball again. 2nd and 1, they're not conceding anything. Make it 3rd and 1, and see if your defense can come up again with a stop for no gain.
Throw it. Nix. Open man, right side. He's got it. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. This offense in good shape. 2 timeouts, plus the 2-minute warning as they line up for 1st and 10. Work in the middle, that's Harvey. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. 2nd down, 8 for the 1st down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now Nick's going to look to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Motion. Captain. Away. Joe.
They'll drop the throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. 20 yards on that pass play. Good for a Denver 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
It's a loss of a yard.
Now, on second and long.
At the 13-yard line.
Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second. Clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Here's second down. They'll keep it on the ground. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This is fielded inside the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll come up for first and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
You know, Mike, the one thing that we used to say is it didn't matter how good you were or how long you played. Eventually, you were just going to have one of those days, and I think for this quarterback, he's got to be able to move.
Ooh, I gotta get it. Damn, 5 interceptions.